looking to show you something really cool today. It's how you could go into any market in the country and pull out where the activity is. This is perfect for virtual wholesaling. This is perfect if you're just getting going. Guys, this is kind of the basis of my deal hacking process that I use to figure out where the hot spots are, where the market demand is, and then I can go and fulfill that demand. I'm using REI Flip Data, reiflipdata.com. Right here, you can get a free trial to this account as well. It's a 7-day free trial. You can pull all kinds of lists. You can pull tax delinquent. You can pull bankruptcy lists. You can pull absentee, free and clear, whatever you want. It's here. You can pull it. And the great news is you can get started right away with it. So check out reiflipdata.com. Let's go. I'm going to show you how to go to any market in the country, pull out where the cash buyer activity is, and then I'm also going to show you a special tool that you can use to sort through that data and find out, number one, where the zip codes are, the hot zip codes, who the cash buyers are, the top 3 cash buyers for that area, what they are buying property-wise, year built, value, and also offer price. All great information. So hold on, let's go. Now, there's a really cool feature inside of REI Flip Data that you can use to pull out anything that you want with regards to cities and cash buyers and things like that. But one thing I find is that it's really important to make sure you give it a little bit of guidance. So if I was going to go into Raleigh, North Carolina and pull that up, let's say I was trying to flip some deals in North Carolina, I would go in and I would use this little cash buyer feature right here. Now, I used to do this in the past, and it actually brings up like homeowners and things like that that paid cash for properties. So if you go in and do this and then go and do this by corporation, it's going to really narrow it down for you and help you find out who you want to be targeting. So if I go owner type and I go to corporate, I close that out. Now I've got some data that I can work with. 9,400 different names here. Now, if you're working with REI Flip Data and you use their program, you're going to see you can download up to 10,000 records at a time. But this is rather a big list. So, if I wanted to narrow this down some, I could come over here and say, okay, let's look at the cash buyers and do this over the last, let's see here, ownership. But go back to ownership info, and I want to see what happened over the last year. So I would just click here in January till now, even hit close. And now I've got 324 properties. These are cash transactions. They're by corporations. If I want to hone in on a market and I want to see exactly who is buying, what they're buying, how much they're paying, this is the way to do it. So I'm going to go in and I'm going to select them up here. I'm going to click add to list. I'm going to go to create new. I'm going to create a new list and I'm going to call it Raleigh cash buyers. And I'm going to just put the date of 1/20. So I know this is the list that I just created. So I'm going to go ahead and grab that. Now these properties are saved. I'm going to go over to my properties over here, and I'm going to look for them in my list here. I'm going to go to Raleigh Cash Buyers, pull that up, and now I have all the data that I need here. I want to make sure I have a few things in here because watch this. We're going to go over here, and we are going to go over to what is my property avatar generator. And what we want to make sure is that we've got a few different things. We're going to make sure that we have, number one, let's go back to our list. We want to make sure that we've got, number one, the property zip code. So let's make sure that we have that. Property zip code is here. So check, we have that. We're going to want to see the name of the buyers. That's here. Check. So we've got that. And we're also going to want to know the year built of the property. So let's see here. Check. We've got that. And we're also going to want to know the tax assessed value. Check, we've got that. So we've got everything here. So I'm going to click here, select that, and then I'm going to click export. Now, guys, watch this. This is awesome. This is amazing. This is how I can go into any market in the country, figure out who the buyers are, and then figure out what I need to offer for a property. So while we're waiting for this to download, I wanted to let you know about my property avatar generator here. You can use this for free for 7 days, and you can go into any market into the country, figure out what's going on. And what's awesome is that you can use this actually on a monthly basis or on a daily basis if you're going to multiple markets in the country, and you can see what is going on and kind of get a pulse of what's going on, and get an update on what's going on all over your current market. So let's see here. Let's see. It says my list is being exported. So let's see here. All right, and there it is. My list is now exported. I'm going to bring that up. And here it is. Okay. So now that I have this, this is really easy from this point, guys. There are some things we might want to watch out for in here, like developments and things that I see here that are all on the same street, because that could skew the data a little bit. And it's a condo development. So on the front end, what we could have done is gone in and eliminated some of that info. But if you see stuff like that right off the bat, what I would do is just go ahead and actually just delete that out. Let me see here what the name. See, it's all the same name of a property here, and it's all under there, under that name. So I'm actually going to delete that and delete that there, because that is going to skew the data. So we're going to get rid of that. I'm just kind of looking through here to see here, some stuff that is similar. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. We could take this. The cool thing is that there's no harm, no foul. You can upload this, see what it says, and then go back and edit it to make sure that you're working with data that's appropriate. Like some of the things you might want to remove before you put it into the generator would be like this bank over here. Let's see. Yeah, but let's go ahead and work with what we got here. So property export Raleigh. I'm going to take this, I'm going to save it, and I'm going to go over to my avatar generator. I'm going to hit choose file, and I'm going to go to my property export, and I'm going to click upload. So guys, that's going to upload, and now I simply map out the columns. So property zip code, I'm going to go with zip. Property year built, I'm going to go with, let's see here, year built. Property square footage, I'm going to go, oh, that was the other thing on here you got to make sure that you've got. So building square footage, property assessed value, let's see, total assessed value, property owner name, we're going to go with owner one first name, property subdivision, that was another one in there. If you don't have that, that's fine. You don't need to check that. And then property sale price would be last sale amount. Then, guys, this is where the magic happens. I hit submit, and here you go. So we've got our top hottest zip codes for Raleigh right here. We have our occurrences, 30 occurrences on there. We've got our square footage. We got the year built target range that you could target, the total assessed value range of where you might want to target, and then a safe wholesale offer. Now, if we wanted to, for whatever reason, the buyers did not come through on that, what we would do is go back here and clear it out. We would go back under the file, go under here again, and see if we were to open this up, because we want to make sure that we're matching up the right columns. We go over here and we can see that it's actually under owner one last name. See, we put it under owner one first name, but if we put it under owner one last name, then that would spit out where the majority of the of those buyers were. So let's go back. Let's hit upload. Go property zip. We're going to go under zip. Property year built. We are going to go under year built. Property square footage. We're going to go under building square footage. Property assessed value. Go under total assessed value. Property owner name. That's where it was under owner one last name. Property subdivision, we're not going to worry about. Property sale price, we're going to go under total assessed value. We do that, we hit submit. And there we go. So the cool thing is it brought up the same thing here, but now we can see who the top 3 buyers for that area are and the square footage and year built and things like that. Guys, one thing you can do if you really wanted to, you could go in and you go back into the spreadsheet and you can eliminate some of the random occurrences in the spreadsheet. Let's see here. You can, one thing you could see, like we did before, we went in and we eliminated all like the new construction and things like that. So if you do that, then that's going to change up your data a little bit, because the generator is only going to work with what you put into it. So if I wanted to, I could do something like this. I could go over here, go to owner one last name, or custom sort, and then sort by owner one last name. Hit OK. And see, this just brought up these properties here. Or it sorted everybody, right? Because remember, we were on this sheet over here, which showed NVR Inc. 14 occurrences. So we can go back and we'd say, okay, NVR Inc., here they are. But then again, it looks like, so they bought an area here, and it's all vacant land. So this is a developer. So the cool thing about this is that this brought this to mind, but now you know who's a major developer in the area if you were to find somewhat of a piece that would fit that description. So if you wanted to, you could go back and eliminate vacant land from your description before, or we could just do that by sorting in here, right? So let's say we want to go back and go like this: property type, go under property type. This requires a little bit of knowledge of Excel, but you get the idea. So let's sort this by property type. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of everything here that might skew the data. See, so we got condominium. I'm going to get rid of that. Distribution warehouse. I'm going to cut that out. And I'm just going to put these over into another sheet just for now. And watch, this might change the data a little bit. So, whoops. Let's go ahead and go under here. Delete. All right, medical garden apartment. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of that. You can get rid of hotel, manufactured building, medical building, office general, retail store, service station. I'm going to get rid of that too. So I'm going to cut that. And not that this is bad data, but if we're looking at single family, then we're going to want to look at single family. So let's delete this out. All right, there's some duplexes, single family in there. We're going to take out vacant land, although this is great information. But if I wanted to work vacant land, and then I'm also going to pull out warehouse underneath that. So I'm going to cut that out. put that over here. Okay, so this is all single family and duplex. So what I'm going to do is highlight this. I'm going to copy it, and I'm just going to put it into a new workbook. And we're going to put that one into the generator. Copy. Paste. There we go. So now that's in there, and I'm going to save this file. And just call this Raleigh Edit CB. And we're going to save it. And now, watch this. We're going to take this, and I'm going to go back to my avatar generator. I'm going to hit clear. Choose file. Raleigh. Upload. Go property zip. Zip. Property year built. Year built. Property square footage. It's going to go under building square footage. Property assessed value. Total assessed value. Property owner name. Owner one last. Property subdivision. We're going to leave that blank. Property sale price. Total. Let's see here. Last sale date. All right. Click submit. All right. There you go. So now this is a way more accurate picture here of what's going on in the market. So this is the top 3 zip codes. Again, that's something that is probably the best data that you're going to get out of this, is going to see the top zip codes of what's going on. These are the top 3 buyers that are in that market. This is a square footage range, and the year built range of most of those properties is the 2001 plus. And then your total assessed value range of where to target around is right there, and then a safe wholesale offer. Now, that's all going to be based on the sales price that these people bought at. The data that's most important here, I would say, is your top 3 zip codes and your top 3 buyers, so that you can know what's going on in each market. Guys, you can then take this data and use it to craft marketing campaigns to make sure you're in the right zip codes, and then even narrow it down if you wanted to property type and things like that. If I wanted to, I could even go in and look at each one and narrow it down just to these properties here, rerun that through the avatar generator, and then find out what kind of square footage those people are buying, the year built, as well as the assessed value, and then the offer price of what they're buying at. So guys, the possibilities are endless with the generator. Check it out. Using this with the combination of reiflipdata.com, reiflipdata.com. This is an awesome tool. Let me know what you guys think.